Oh my gosh, Puff Daddy apologized. Well, I, I don't know if he apologized. You ever get caught doing something and then you're like, I'm sorry. That's exactly the kind of apology Puff Daddy gave.
I mean, I hit rock bottom, but I make no excuses. My behavior on that video is inexcusable. I take full responsibility for my actions in that video.
Now remember, Cassie came out and said, he abused me, he did this, and she filed court documents, and Puff Daddy was like, none of that ever happened, that lying B ain't nothing, I never did anything like that, she lying on me, lying like 40 going north, she's just trying to bring a black man down. Oh, really? And then video video dropped of Puff Daddy, absolutely, well, doing what Cassie said. And now, okay, I'm gonna pre-warn you, if you're squeamish, and you really have a problem with domestic violence where you just can't see it, look away now, because what you're about to see, it caused Puff Daddy to kind of panic a little bit and step out. So just watch.
He's right behind her, like a pit bull chasing a raw piece of meat and a towel around his waist, grabbing her by the neck, throwing her to the floor, and kicking her twice. Then he drags her by her sweatshirt before walking away like nothing happened. Boy, you showed your true colors right there, and I don't want to hear no more of his gay friends defending him. It don't shock me that Running Floyd done came to his defense. He hiding in...
Now, I'm gonna say this, okay? Speaking as a father of a daughter. You bet not put your hand on my daughter. Look, I'm normally a very, very, very docile dude. Very, very docile. However, there is a portion to me that if you ever wake it up, it's very hard to put back to sleep. If I ever see any man putting his hand on my daughter like that, he wouldn't need to go to court. There'd be nothing for him to go to court about. You can't find him. All I know is I wouldn't have hungry pigs anymore. But with that being said, you have been caught now, Puff. All right, let's just be honest. You were on camera doing exactly what Cassie said you did. And the first thing you do is get before the camera and do this. I can't believe I did that. I'm ashamed of myself. If they believe in me, should I say it again? Okay. I'm really sorry I ever did that. I don't know what came over me. That good? Okay, good. Cut. That's what he did. And I'm not even lying. That's what he did. That apology was akin to your child getting caught with his hand in the cookie jar and looking at you saying, but the jar caught my hand. That's Puffy. Now, I'm glad that people aren't buying his excuse. Because look, it took a while for people to kind of be like, we can't defend everything, because normally this is what happens. A celebrity, especially when he's a certain shade, does something wrong and then be like, you just don't understand. He had to do it because of the blue. You just want to keep another man down. That's what happens. I'm just so proud of the culture that on this one point, maybe not everything else, but on this point, where somebody could come forward with a kind of apology that Puffy did, and people be like, Negro, please, come on, man. You want people to believe that? You don't even look sincere. What you look like is that you were sorry that video was seen.
And let me tell you, this apology is faker than a $3 bill. Run, Diddy, run, because this story ain't selling like them wax CDs you got out. Looks like your time is up, gangster.
Now you don't mind the fact that you did it. You knew exactly what was going through your mind because you haven't changed. So when you come forward saying, I'm sorry. No. Try again. And this time put some, look, you're a rapper, right? A part actor. You can at least Visine, something. I mean, make it look believable. You had years to apologize to Cassie. You called this lady a liar. You said no such thing took place. I don't know who's been spreading rumors about me. This ain't never happened. Video drop. Look, Puff, I don't like you, but I'm going to give you some advice. And the reason I don't like you is because I knew this happened before I saw the video. I'm just saying, I listen to your songs. Okay. Here's my advice to you. This is what I would have done. The instant Cassie accused me of doing something and you knew you did it, you know what I should have done? I did it. You know what? It had much more credibility to yourself if you had just right off the top not called the person a liar when you knew for a fact what you did. Just admit it. Even if you had to pay, go to just do man up. This is not going to bode well for you because now here's the problem you're running into. You want us to believe you that you're sorry when for years you were not sorry, But it's seemingly that you're only sorry because now we have proof to prove that you're not sorry because you actually did it on purpose. That's what it comes across to us. It doesn't seem as though you're doing this out of the goodness of your wonderful manly heart that you just want to wreck it. Now, it doesn't come across like that. Even Stephen A. didn't buy it. And he buys everything. He buys everything, but he didn't buy this one. Nobody's buying you.
I don't enjoy saying this. I've met P. Diddy a few times over the years, always cool with me. That apology was bullshit.
So I have a conspiracy theory to throw on top of his apology. If Cassie was right, could the conspiracy theory about him ending his first wife be right as well? Remember, he said all that was a lie, people trying to get him. It ain't true. That's almost verbatim everything he said about Cassie's allegations. And if the information is right with Cassie, is it right with his first wife and right with all the men that came forward and right with everybody else that said this about Puff? What about, hear me out, what about Tupac and Biggie? Do you realize the kind of implication this particular apology puts him in, right? Do you see the predicament? When you blatantly go against everything that you said before by trying to apologize when you have no remorse, we have to start looking into the other allegations as though they're 100% true, Puff. And I'm going to tell you, right now you're batting zero. No one's going to believe that you didn't have a hand, or at least a hand in the other cases. I'm not asking you to apologize a second time because we look, don't. Just, if I were you, let your lawyer take care of this, bro. Just hand this over to your lawyer. Go dark. And look, I know you're dark already, but go darker. Go way dark, ultra dark. Just disappear from the public light. Go to some other place for a minute. Let your lawyers handle what's coming next, because trust and believe me, you keep opening your mouth and it's going to end up worse for you. It's going to be exponentially worse. And I'm not saying this to try and protect you. I'm trying to say this so that we don't have to deal with your lying self no more. Go sit down, stop talking, do not apologize for anything else anymore, because all you're doing is making yourself look bad. For the rest of the people out there that are finally waking up to when somebody does something and they finally show themselves for who they are, I am glad that we don't have to say this twice. I am glad that there's a portion of us that is now starting to wake up to reality and are planning to live there. Because the more we do that, the more we expose people like Puff Daddy for who they really are. Now, the courts still have to decide. I understand that he's still innocent until proven guilty. but let's not park common sense here for a minute. Please, let's not park common sense. While the courts may not decide his fate yet, social media has every right to judge however they want. We are not held by the same bounds as a judge. All I'm saying is this: the more of us that recognize what is real, the better off we'll be as a society. And from what we can tell from where we're sitting, Puff Daddy is about to be Poof Daddy. Disappeared, gone away, and the world would be much happier because of it.